Presuppositions. What a speaker or writer assume is true or known by a listener or reader can be described as a presupposition. When we say something or when we hear something, our listener does understand whether our statement is true or not. He presupposes something about our statement. It is also very much close to inferences. A referring expression like this, he or Shakespeare. So when we make he, what we are referring to, and when we say Shakespeare, what do we are referring to person or his place, is very well understandable to the listener. So some of these assumptions may be mistaken. However, sometimes any supposition can be mistaken. Your brother is waiting outside. So when somebody says this, your brother is waiting outside, it is generally presupposed that you do have a brother. Why did you arrive late? It means that it is presupposed that you arrived late. When did you stop smoking? So when somebody asks somebody else this question, so it means that there is a presupposition you used to smoke one thing and that you no longer do so. So when somebody asks you, so there is always a presupposition for that utterance. Built-in presuppositions are very useful devices for interrogators or trial lawyers. For example, they put up question in such a way in which there is already presupposition built in that question. Okay, Mr. Buckingham, how fast were you going when you ran the red light? So obviously, when such a question is put, how fast? So the listener will have to, the addressee will have to answer what was his speed when he ran the red light. So did you eat the cheese? Obviously, we can presuppose that there was cheese. For presupposition, there was some cheese. Your brother is waiting outside. Obviously, you have a brother. So presuppositions concern inferences. They are very much close to inferences related to the use of linguistic expression, but also affected by the context in which they are used. Sometimes we use the linguistic expressions for them, and sometimes some information is already present in the context. So in everyday conversation, these presuppositions are used by each one of us when we are interacting with each other. When we say something, whenever we say something and whenever we listen to any statement by anyone, so we do understand some fact about that statement.